Greetings and welcome to SmartwatchTicks.com. Today, Christmas Day, we're doing a special unboxing of Mobvoi's TicWatch Pro 5. This is the watch. This is the one. And we've got a special setup guide for you guys too. If you just got this watch, you're going to want to watch this video to get the most out of it. If you haven't picked up this watch yet, well, perhaps this will help motivate you to decide whether this watch works for you or not. If it does, then I got a special link for you to take you directly to TicWatch's best price that they're offering right now at the moment. Yeah, bit.ly/buy TicWatch. Real simple. Get over there. That's where you buy it. And if you add KISZOD, K-I-S-Z-O-D, as a code when you check out, no matter what your discount price is, you get an extra 5% off. That's a special deal just here for Mr. Ticks. If you already have one, or you are going through after the setup and unboxing and wanting more information, we've got that for you too. We have already done, actually, a whole series of videos on the TicWatch 3. Now we're doing the 5 Pro, and they all apply from watch faces to apps, you name it. Here it is. What a beauty. By the way, we've got that playlist for all these TicWatches also in the show notes, and I'll tell you about it more as we unfold the video. This is sandstone. This is a new and interesting color for these watches. It does come in obsidian. For those who are totally brand new, it says on-off is right here on the side, and that's how you get into it. But wait, we're going to guide you through how to get the best out of your watch right from the get-go. I know, Christmas morning, and you want to play with it, but I'm going to ask you to hold off for just a little bit and go deeper in your box. When you come underneath the cover, you get a little card, gives you some information, their website, some warranty stuff, the social media connections, and how to learn more, okay? That's in here. Then you got two other little boxes. Inside this one is a relatively extensive manual and product safety information. Those you want to look at. And this is what you really want to go for first. And this is not just for the TicWatch, guys. This applies to all of your smartwatches. It's the charging thing. It's either going to be a magnetically coupled head on it that looks like this, or a dock. It might be all kinds of possibilities. The other end is a standard USB connector. The first thing you want to do with your watch is to put the connector charger head on it. It goes in this way here. Make sure you don't have any plastic that might be obstructing the pins. So in this case, because it happens to be struck right there, we usually do this later, but I'm going to do it now. We're going to take off the plastic protection on the sensors on the back. Sometimes there's a plastic cover also on the front, and there is here with that little on-off button notification. We could take that puppy off too. So you got your watch. You have not turned it on yet. And you've taken off the plastic, and you've connected the charger port, and you plugged it into a USB port, right? On your computer. Your phone port works just fine. And you're walking away from it and letting it charge 2 or 3 hours. Now, while it's charging, I want to run you through the manual, which these guys affectionately call the TicWatch Pro 5 Quick Guide. Why the Quick Guide? Well, that's actually what it is. It's not really a manual. It's only a few pages long, and it's written in several different languages. I'm going to open this up on English. What you need in this product appearance and setup section is what we're going to get started with. It talks about the buttons, and it shows you that you need to press and hold for 3 seconds to turn on your watch. That's important. Don't just press and let go or get frustrated with it. Once you get comfortable with how all these buttons and knobs work, it'll be second nature. But for right now, just follow carefully. A short press can open your recent app list once you get the watch going, not right away. Going to have to get it all set up first. Double pressing will open your Google Wallet if you choose to set that up and make payments from your watch. If you press and hold for 3 seconds, you'll access the boot menu, which is where you'll be able to shut the watch down, okay? It's 3 seconds to start it up and 3 seconds to get to where you can start it down. You'll get a chance to play with this as you get comfortable with your watch, and like I said, it'll become second nature. The rotating crown now, which is the little thing right in the middle, if you short press that, you can open the app list or return to the watch face if you weren't in the watch face to begin with. So if you want to get to your apps, wherever you are, press it once, get back to the watch face, press it again to get to your apps. Interesting, huh? Rotate it, of course, to view more of whatever you're in. If it's a menu thing, you can see more of menu stuff. If it's a watch face, you can see more faces. Just rotate it and play with it. A double press will open the last used app. Now, we said you get double press here. If you press to get back to the watch face, press to get to your app list, it's all in the speed and timing. You're going to learn all this stuff. This is a very, very fancy watch. Now, we've got the pictures that show you the layout and show you where things like the microphone, touch screen, the barometer, the charging port speaker, and a HD PPG sensor are located. What are all those things? You'll learn. Now, this is really where we want to focus right now, the setup and get started. First thing, you're going to turn the watch on. If it isn't on already, right? Press and hold the side button to turn it on, 3 seconds. Then you could download and install the Mobvoi Health app on your phone. Okay, this is on your Android phone. Register an account and log into your Mobvoi account. Then on the device, you're going to tap Add a New Device to start to pair with your watch. So you get everything set up with the app. Make sure the watch is on. It'll automatically go into Bluetooth pairing mode and simply follow the instructions to complete the pairing process. Are you ready? Now, some of you may have noticed that the watch turned on automatically when you plugged it into the charger. If not, press that power button, hold it for a second, and it'll turn on now. Either way, let's bring your watch up. It's either there or it's going to be there. You get the TicWatch logo when it's starting up cold like this, and it'll eventually pop into this interesting interface that helps you to guide you to pair it basically to your watch. We're loading up the operating system, which is WearOS by Google, and it's a version of Android specifically designed for running on a watch. And you probably already know that because you're interested in buying this style of a watch. There are Android watches. They're a bit different. They run on pure Android. This is the watch version called WearOS. Now you'll see this come up on your watch and on your phone. You may be prompted with something like this that says TicWatch Pro 5. Go to Google Play. The device app is required to start setup. If this happens to you, just leave your watch alone and we'll come over here. If you're using a language other than English, you want to press that information button down here. Focus on me. And it'll give you all kinds of different languages that you could choose. And then choose that language, and from there on, it'll go back and you can continue doing what we're basically doing. But we're going to use English United States. On your phone, download the Mobvoi Health. So it's asking us to do that already. If it doesn't, go to Google Play like we said and look for Mobvoi Health. We're going to go here by pressing this button. Here it is. It's going to ask me to install it now. Okay, I'm in the Google Play Store. These are what some of the screens look like. Hit install, give it a moment, let it first find it, then download it. And there we go. Now, look at this. It says it's connecting to TicWatch Pro 5. We're here. I've got some confirmation numbers that match between the devices. Confirm that. It's going to ask me for all these kind of permissions on here. It says can't connect, but I'm going to go ahead and hit allow. Precision while using the app. Terms of service, usually scroll through that. You can agree to that to get into it. Allow access to your watch. Getting the watch details. You with me so far? Pretty straightforward. Fun graphics it's giving you as it does its connection on here. I want to bring you back to the quick guide, show you just a little bit more, because some of you may be wondering, what's new? I mean, after all, this is the 5th generation. Well, there's a newly designed ultra-low power display and tiles. Now, this is going to get a bit confusing because they have certain words and terms that they use for TicWatches. Ultra-low power has to do with a display that can show more information. Now, the tiles, which are the things you get when you swipe across the screen, they can be accessible through rotating the crown, and you can quickly view your health data without waking the watch. Yeah, you don't have to stumble into the living room and wake everybody up, right? You can just do this by rotating the crown. We'll show you that. That's his heart rate, blood oxygen, active calories, all those kinds of things. See the picture here? That's the crown. This is what you'll see. Beyond that now, remember, that's called ultra-low power display, but there is another thing called enhanced essential mode. Yes, that is not your principal at your school that overrides the teacher. Your enhanced essential mode should be to show up and behave, right? Essential mode is a power savings mode on your watch, folks. In essential mode, the watch can also track your health metrics and all of those kinds of things, even while you're asleep. It can be activated by different methods, including manual, smart, scheduled, and low power switches. So essential mode is going to give you low power enhancement as well, with all the added benefits. To save battery power at night, your watch will auto-enter and exit essential mode while you sleep. You can set the start time and end time in essential mode settings according to your own habits. So we've got an essential mode, an enhanced essential mode, and an ultra-low power display mode, which comes on when you're in essential mode. Now, you may get tired of taking all of these measurements all the time. So you got this one-tap measurement. You know, when you're in a hurry, you can see if you can get your reading in before the stoplight turns green, that kind of stuff. Well, you can access a multiple health metrics app, okay? With one simple tap, the whole process takes about 90 seconds. You just simply open the one-tap measurement. We'll show you all that. Tap it, and you can start the experience, which is different than the essential mode, which has nothing to do with the ultra-low power display. No, we're not done. We've got one more page. Oh, yeah. No, we don't. It's on the next page. That's a different language. They laid this out so it goes sideways like this. Let's get down here. It's number 4, continuous heart rate monitoring. It's a new feature, gets you 24-hour heart rate every second. You can get the information on your watch, on all of your data rates right now, it says, and this is what it'll look like on your watch. You go into settings, you turn it on. It's going to use more power, but you'll get your current heart rate and highs and lows and a chart showing you where you are. Also, sleep tracking enhancements. Now the TicWatch supports monitoring your respiratory, that's your breathing rate during sleep, in addition to all the different sleep stages, heart rate, and blood oxygen. You can customize that monitoring frequency of all these different biometrics in your settings. And this is what it'll look like for your sleep monitoring. You've got fast charge and fully charged reminders now if you want to turn those on. It's a newly adapted fast charge technology that you can charge your watch faster than ever, so you don't have to constantly wait for it to finish. Timely full charge notification will let you know when it's ready to go. And again, it tells you how to get to these particular settings. And then finally, the colorful backlight. Now, we saw this in the TicWatch 3 Pro to Ultra transition, I think it was, when they started to offer the colored lighted backgrounds. Well, we got more vivid colors in this one now. Via Tic Exercise, you can view your heart rate zone at a glance by looking at the background color. So you don't even need to know what the numbers are. If you just are jogging along or whatever, you can glance and see what the colors are and what zone you're in. Beautiful idea to take the concept of your choice of backlight and work it into an actual display that gives you meaningful information. It's almost like going into 3D. You got the numbers if you need them, but you got the colors if you're in a rush. The standby backlight color can also be customized in the settings display always on screen. And that, folks, is the end of the quick start guide. There. Now, on the phone, it says connect your Google account to your watch. Here's where I'm going to recommend you tap skip instead of continue. I've had experience, and others have mentioned too, that if you have more than one Google account, it can get hung up at that point. We'll be able to do this again later, in just a moment, as a matter of fact. But for now, hit skip on your phone. You can set up a screen lock for your watch, a pattern, pin, or you can skip that at this point. We'll skip it so that later you can set that up. You're going to need that if you're going to use any kind of payment system on here as well. And wrapping things up, initializing, setup is complete. And we're popping into our first watch face. Starting, it said. We're still initializing. It's just fun to look at these graphics. And lo and behold, you're all set. We've also got a hi there on the watch to give us a guided tour. Let's tap done on the phone. Want to check out more data? Log in now. Now, you're going to want to do this. If you've already set up an account, that's great. If you haven't, you'll need to do that. Either way, we're going to hit log in now. And this, I said, you'd be able to get back to the Google stuff. You're at the Mobvoi entry point. Here's where you type in your email and password if you have an account. If you don't, you need to hit register. This is where you log in with third party, which would be your Google account. But if you haven't registered yet, you can actually do that right here on the third party login if this is your first time. So tap this button, activate your Google account, register and or log in, and you'll land on this page. And this is your basic statistics opening page, and you're all good to go. Now on the watch itself, I don't know if you can see, but it's been in that special low power mode while we've been doing all of this stuff. You can tap the button, and this takes you then quickly into a review of how you navigate on the watch. That's the tutorial. Seeking consent. I'm pretty contented. We can enable everything, or you can enable these things one by one. Your steps, heart rate, location, motion state, and so forth. Think about this. You're watching this video, so you're going to know you're going to be asked this when you get to it. You can study all of these things and see how much of this, if any of it or all of it, you want to enable. Most likely, you're going to enable everything. Just enable all like that, and it's done, and it's taken care of. If you want to turn any of that stuff off, of course, you can do that from the phone when you go into the app in the overall settings. Now, that's the basic setup, and most of you guys can just stop right here and be absolutely happy. But I am going to bring you a little bit further into an advanced setup. It's a little bit more complicated, but it pretty much guarantees your watch is not going to give you any potential problems in the future that forces you to have to go back and erase it completely and start over. But before we go into that, I want to mention again that you can pick this TicWatch up directly from TicWatch with the best price they're currently offering at this special link, bit.ly/buy TicWatch. When holiday sales come and go, they update this page, so you have the best price they're offering at the moment. And if you choose to do this, you can also, when you're checking out, put in the code KISZOD, KISZOD, and you'll get an extra 5% off whatever that discount price is. That's a special link these guys have put together just for Mr. Tix here. You ready to go advanced? Good. All right, let's jump into this. What I've done is deck this watch out with a whole bunch of goodies on it. We've already done the full review, item by item. Be sure you watch that, get familiar with it. But we are in the setup, and after you've done the basic setup, there's something I really recommend that you do, and you're about to do it. Notice I've rearranged these. I put my most commonly used ones down here at the bottom. You can do that. You'll learn how to do that in the other video. I'm going into overall settings. I'm coming down here through everything, and I'm going to system. In system now, the first thing you're going to do after you're set up, after you've got the watch connected and paired and tied into Wi-Fi to the internet, you're going to check system updates. You want to come in here, give it a chance to look over what your watch configuration is and tell you if it's up to date or not. Now, at the time of this filming, Android Watch 11 is running with a security upgrade of October 5th, okay? In 2023, yeah. This is the beginning of 2024. So I don't have anything to update here. Even if you do have something to update, then definitely follow this procedure. If you don't, like me, I'd still say follow this procedure because it can help clean out any straggling code that might be in the watch that was burned into it at the factory at the time that it shipped. You're going to go down and you're literally going to completely start over. You're going to disconnect and reset. Whoa, I don't want to do that. Just watch the video from the beginning. It's real easy. It's good to do this actually a couple of times, get some practice in it. When you disconnect and reset, it's going to reset to the factory settings. So you really are going to lose it all. So it's just a good time to do it right at the beginning. So if you start adding watch faces and other things, you don't wipe them all out, like I'm about to do right now. And you disconnect the watch using the Mobvoi Health app first before you do the complete reset. That way, the app knows you've let go of it, and then the watch lets go of everything, including the connection to the app. So let's do that first. So from the app opening page, you're going to tap on the second button here, which will take you directly to the setup for the device itself. It's got the name you've assigned it, and then TicWatch Pro 5. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's little blue horizontal buttons there. You tap on those buttons, you get the option to disconnect. There we go. We're disconnected. I'd have an option to reconnect now, but I don't want to reconnect. So we're separated from the app. So there's nothing left to do except hit that magic button, and away it goes. It's completely wiping everything out and restarting the watch as a brand new watch. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you have a very wonderful holiday season and get yourself a TicWatch Pro 5. And letting you know that just around the corner is 2024. And to celebrate the beginning of our 9th year of Mr. Ticks and Smartwatch Ticks, we're going to be talking about 2 new watches hitting the market, the VA9 Pro Max and VA9 Ultra 2. Now these, just to give you a little taste, these guys are great. They are the Apple look-alike kind, the Ultra in the Ultra package and the Pro in the standard Apple Watch pack. And it's got all kinds of goodies in it. A lot of them we've already seen in the VA9 line, but you've got some additional things in here. For example, you can do custom watch faces in here using artificial intelligence instructions. Any Swifties out there? I hope so. If you're interested, I will show you how you can make a Taylor Swift special watch face simply by speaking to your watch. I asked the AI to give me a picture of Taylor Swift holding a football. Kind of seems appropriate, doesn't it? This is what we got. So now I've got that watch face, and you can do tons and tons of other ones as well. So get ready, coming in, beginning New Year's Day, the VA9 Pro Max, VA9 Ultra 2. I'll already put links in the show notes for you to those watches just in case you want to check them out early. And we'll definitely have much more information for you when that begins. Finally, since we are talking about the TicWatch, again, the link that you can use to buy it is bit.ly/buy TicWatch. And an extra 5% off your purchase price with the code KISZOD. You guys have a great rest of the year, and we'll see you again real soon.